Hey everyone, it's Lana and I'm here with you guys this week again to share more tips on lucid dreaming, lucid living, and consciously creating a life that you are absolutely obsessed with and in love with. So if you're joining me live today, give me a hashtag live in the comments. If you're with me here now, feel free to say hi, let me know where you're tuning in from, and give me a hashtag replay if you are watching this on catch up. Let me know that you're tuning in. Also, give me a hashtag loving this series. If you've been watching the full series and benefiting from it, this series is all about the common lucid dreaming mishaps, common questions that I'm asked. We covered finding your focus in lucid dreams the first week or 2 weeks ago. And then we covered the only practices you actually need to lucid dream last week. So this week's topic is going to be really good. I'm super excited about it. It's a topic that comes up a lot, and I've been thinking about it a little bit more today since on Wednesdays I don't do client sessions, I don't take calls. It's a day where I just do me and the things that I want to focus on, which include things like this: sharing content, sharing what's been on my mind, and answering questions that you guys can benefit from, like this. So you might have seen my email that went out this morning, if you're on my email list, where I shared some pretty big celebrations that I had for April. It included $18,750 week, and I closed out April with a $48,744 month, even whilst taking a week off just to travel, spend time with the hubby, house shop, go to the beach, and just really connect with God. So there was a point in the month where I did actually get stressed out and started thinking about burnout, as we do from time to time. But I also recognized that the stress I was experiencing was very different to what I used to define as stress, and what I feel like the average person defines as stress as well. What I mean by this is what I would call stressful now, people would probably pay to have that kind of stress. It's nothing bad. But a huge factor of why I don't experience that kind of heavy emotional negativity, trauma, pain, anxiety, depression, burnout in general, or any of that in my life anymore is not just by chance. It's absolutely not also just by income or financial freedom or anything like that. It's deeply tied into my lucid dreaming and lucid living practices. It's the practices that I implement, that I put into place, that allow me to keep growing, expanding at an accelerated rate, whilst actually maintaining calmness, clarity, good health, good relationships, experiencing actual happiness, right? And fulfillment in the day-to-day, which is so crucial for anything that you're doing, being sustainable. Because the truth is, if you're stressed out, if you're anxious, if you're going into burnout, if you're feeling crap all day, you are not going to get to share yourself, your true authentic self, or your gifts or your talents, or show up in the world in the way that you want to, or even just in the way that you actually deserve to. You won't be able to fulfill the things that you're here to do. So, like for me, if I don't take care of myself, potentially thousands of other people all over the world would end up missing out on finding out about lucid dreaming techniques that can benefit them, that can help them live a life of their dreams. By sharing tools for lucid dreaming, they can then fulfill what their purpose is, or you can begin creating financial freedom for yourself. You can heal, you can grow into that next level version of who you're looking to become, and actually support your family, support your friends, benefit from just everyone that you're connected with, right? Everyone can benefit from that. So, days like today, my agenda is to really take care of myself, to listen to my heart, to work through some of my dream content and implement lucidity practices however which way that I want to, which, as you may have gathered, a lot of that is connected to rest, connected to rejuvenation. And I mention this now because one of the most important tips that I want to share with you in this training video is really the most simple. I cannot emphasize this enough. Steps that you absolutely need to integrate starting today in your waking life, deep in your soul, is just getting enough sleep. If you don't have enough sleep, you are scientifically functioning worse than a drunk person, right? Our brains are really, really smart at convincing us, it's not as bad as you think it is when you're sleep deprived. But if you're sleep deprived, you are genuinely just showing up as a dumber, less amazing version of yourself. There's really no way around that. 7 to 8 hours of sleep every single night. If you're someone who's like, I want to see improvement in my life immediately, starting today, emotional enhancement, physical enhancement, mental clarity and enhancement, just get some good sleep in for yourself. I know that it can be really tempting to stay up late at night, watch videos, scroll on Facebook, TikTok, all that, especially if you're not feeling good or if you've got a ton of stuff coming up in the week or the next day and you end up kind of procrastinating the following day, right? But if you're a lucid dreamer, this is really the best way to get yourself excited about going to sleep and getting a good rest, putting yourself first, inputting into who you're becoming tomorrow. Taking care of yourself first starts with sleeping, it starts with dreaming. I know for me, if I wake up after a really potent lucid dream, I feel energized, I feel motivated. I can get up, I journal, I work through all the lucid dreaming downloads, I'll do a workout, I'll have breakfast, Bible study, prayer, all before 8 a.m. And then I feel pumped, completely pumped for the day with that just laser focus, clarity. So another one of the questions that I get asked a lot about lucid dreaming is if it actually is a restful state to be in, since you're kind of active during the night, right? If you're conscious and you're performing different lucid dreaming tasks and doing a ton of stuff, are you actually getting a good sleep? And the answer to this is you're actually accessing an even deeper level of sleep whilst you're lucid. You're getting that deep rest. So if you have one of the Fitbits or an Apple Watch or a sleep tracker of some kind and you have a lucid dream, you will actually see on the tracker that it's showing a deeper level of REM sleep and restfulness. It's not something to worry about at all if you're looking to have a lucid dream. And it's funny because, I talk about this stuff all the time, loosening into lucidity, letting it be super easy, following the fun, following the freedom. And I say this to you guys constantly, right? Because it's true. I'm someone who practices what I preach, and this was a really big thing for me. It's so simple, but even though it's so simple, I know that 30% of adults in the US alone are sleep deprived, right? Those are the stats. And so that's a lot of people who are getting 6 hours sleep or less and basically going about their day worse off than if they were drunk all day, and then questioning why things aren't going their way, right? So give me an I have in the comments if you've ever been someone who's been super stressed, panicked, burnt out, gone about your day with a ton of anxiety about something, and then just gone to bed, got a really good night's rest, and the next day you've woken up and been like, oh, things are not that bad. The world's not actually ending. I know I've had a couple of those myself, but you know, not all of us have the means to take an amazing vacation. Not all of us have the means to get a monthly massage or do some of those luxury things that help reduce the day-to-day stresses or the burnout that comes with everyday life. However, your sleep, your dreams, that stuff's free. It is a birthright for you, and it's something that you can actually start on today, as soon as this afternoon. Prioritize sleep, prioritize your dream work practice. I have a ton of people who come to me saying that they're struggling with lucid dreaming and all the chaos in their life. They really want to switch things up, and some of the first questions I'll ask them is just, how much do you sleep? Do you have a morning routine? What's your evening routine? What's your self-care like? Those 4 things tell me so much about how I can begin helping someone immediately from that first time that we connect. So if you're implementing a lucid dreaming practice, you need to be asking yourself, you know, what do I really need today? What would be something that would really help me? And it might just be getting that extra hour of sleep. What would be a great thing to work on or enjoy in one of my next lucid dreams, whether that's tonight or even this afternoon? Maybe receiving a nice massage in your lucid dreams, or spending the night just on the beach in Hawaii. I've had incredible lucid dreams where I've been massaged by thousands of angel hands, and it was just epic. You know, I can't even put into words how good it was, but I woke up the next day and used this as motivation. It reduced the burnout, it reduces the stress. And you don't necessarily have to be thinking of lucid dreaming as, or dream work in general, as like adding in more tasks, adding in more things that you need to work on, right? One of the biggest aspects of lucid dreaming that I share with my students inside of the Lucid Entrepreneur Lab is that part of using lucid dreaming as an entrepreneur, as someone who's busy, as a mom, whatever it is that you're doing, is simply having fun. Experiencing freedom, relaxation. You know, shadow work, dream work, it's intense stuff, right? You need balance. You need the balance to have it as a consistent practice. The fun will make a massive difference in that. So another tip for you, if you're a lucid dreamer, is if you can't work on the sleep schedule during the night, you need to start taking naps. Nap time is not just for children, guys. This is very much a big benefit for adults. You know, the Spaniards, they really got it right with siestas. Giving yourself a break during the day to just rest, to rejuvenate. If you're missing hours during the night, especially if you got young kids, things are waking you up, you're dealing with insomnia or anything like that, get those hours in during the day. I recently began implementing this new technique. It's been amazing, and I want to share it with you guys. It's slightly improvised or improved upon from an actual military technique. And this is where you just find a spot where you can lay down, where your legs are in a kind of tabletop position. They can be resting on a chair, or whilst you're on the ground, you can even just use a few pillows under your knees. I usually do this on my sofa, actually. I'll lay backwards so that where I usually sit on the sofa, like my back will be on that part, and then my legs are going up over the back of the sofa. And you stay in that position for about 8 to 20 minutes, and you just nap. You might stay kind of semi-awake. You might find yourself in that liminal dream space, and that's okay too. You've probably read about all the incredible benefits of inventions that have come from liminal dreaming. Thomas Edison, Albert Einstein, how they used hypnagogic dreaming to problem solve throughout the day by just taking short naps. You would be really surprised if you practice this daily. You can legit just get an amazing nap time within that 8 minutes. And this is going to be much more potent for a coffee, for tea, where you're going to end up having that caffeine crash afterwards. So if you're feeling tired during the day, this is so beneficial. It's also highly effective for lucid dreaming induction because you're already in the middle of your day, right? Your mind is active. And so if you set that intention to lucid dream and you take a nap, when I do that, I enter into a lucid dream 100% of the time. So if you have a problem, if something is stressing you out, lucid dream nap. It will change your entire life as far as I'm concerned. I really encourage you to just give it a go. The next time you're feeling stressed, the next time you're feeling burned out, lucidity nap, 8 minutes, all you need. And remember that you're in charge. Ultimately, you're the CEO of yourself, right? This is totally up to you, what you do, the decisions that you make, the actions that you take every single moment of the day. You make the rules. So don't just wait until you're lucid to be like, oh, awesome, this is my dream. I can now do whatever I want. No, this is your life. You can do whatever you want, right? You can choose to do something that's going to make you feel happier when you are feeling sad, or relieved, rejuvenated when you're feeling stressed. Or you can choose to just kind of wallow in your sadness and continue complaining about whatever's got you down, whatever's got you feeling a little bit sorry for yourself. I'm in no way saying that you can't ever be sad. That would be ridiculous, but you know the times I'm talking about, right? Where you're just kind of entertaining, feeling kind of crappy, feeling burnt out, feeling stressed, and you're letting it go on a little bit too long. But it's totally up to you. You create the rules. So I encourage you to just really tune in today. How's your energy? Is what you're doing and the way that you're spending your time and your energy every day optimized? Is what you're doing making you feel happy and genuinely fulfilled? Are you taking the steps that you need to take every day to live and dream lucidly and make the most of your precious time that you have here? If I'm being real with you, to manifest in the way that I've manifested and live and dream lucidly in the way that I do personally in my own life, it really requires you to maximize on your time, maximize on your energy. Really think about, where's it going? How's it being spent? The point of focus and awareness for me every moment. If I'm all over the place and I don't get a good sleep and I haven't taken care of myself, I don't know what I'm doing, what's on the agenda today, and it turns into this guessing game of just like, hopefully I need to get done what needs to get done, and hopefully it just kind of works out. I used to live that way, and honestly, I feel a little bit sick even just like remembering that and tapping into how I used to organize my life, because it doesn't need to be that way, and you don't deserve to live that way, because we all know, what we attract what we put out there. If you're putting out chaos, if you're living at that kind of vibration, you're gonna miss those opportunities that are available for you. You wouldn't show up to work drunk and expect a promotion, right? So don't show up to your day sleep deprived and expect expansion. I could do a whole other video on morning routines, evening routines, organizing your energy throughout the day, to be honest. But take away these tips from today's training, the ones that I've shared with you, and intend to begin implementing them as soon as today, as soon as right after this. Take care of yourself. Start with the basics that you're in total control of: your sleep, your energy, your intentions, your dreams. And if you're watching this and you're craving some more in-depth lucid dreaming techniques that you can specifically start integrating into your practice today, go back, watch the first 2 episodes of this series, Finding Your Focus in Lucid Dreams, and the only practices you actually need for lucid dreaming. Plus, if you're interested in lucid dreaming practices for like living a successful life, I need you to be on the VIP waitlist for my upcoming masterclass. It's going to be a 90-minute masterclass just deep dive into lucid dreaming implementation and techniques. It's part of my Living to Succeed masterclass series, and I'll be sharing on techniques that I use to do that kind of deep self-development work, create my business, expand my business, and really improve all those areas of my life, including health, wealth, relationships, all of it. If you're on the VIP wait list, all that means is that your name's going to be on a list where you'll receive a discount code to the masterclass. So when it launches, it will be like less than $40 for you to attend, rather than the full price, which is $75. So if you'd like to be on there, simply type in the chat or in the comments, masterclass VIP, and I will get you on there. There's no strings attached. You don't have to attend the masterclass if you're on there, but if you'd like the discount option, I highly recommend you opt in for it. If you're watching this on YouTube or on my website, DM me saying masterclass VIP on my Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, whatever. I hope you do consider getting on the VIP waitlist and joining me for the upcoming masterclass, because it's going to be so good. I am so excited to host it. I'm here to cheer for you on your journey, so please let me know any ways I can support you today. Wishing you a week full of big dreams, lucidity, and abundance.
It is life-changing, both personally and professionally.
The process of really stepping into the next level of my entrepreneurship in ways that I hadn't even realized I was blocked, because the dream world reveals to you not only what's possible, but also what maybe is hidden.
But I've learned so much about how lucid dreams can benefit my future and my business, and it's been such an exciting adventure already, and I cannot wait to continue on.
I love the way she structured the course and how it's so clear and kind of step by step. So for a complete novice like me, who only really had a very vague idea of what lucid dreaming actually was, it felt really accessible.
I feel more focused on exactly where I want to go, and I am so grateful to be part of this course. It will change your life, it will change your mindset, it will give you tools you never knew you wanted. Like, it's seriously amazing.
But I have to say that Lana is an amazing teacher of the class, and I would suggest anybody taking it. It's definitely scholarly, like college level kind of course, and it's an 8-week program, so check it out.
Even if simply on a one-on-one basis in her dream coaching, I think that's extremely valuable.
If you are on the fence, if you are thinking about getting into your dream life, I suggest getting lucid with Lana.